My name is Verissa, and I am the healthy narcissist. Hey, what's up? Let's get to the oracles. I hope everyone's had a good Monday. My favorite day of the week. Put in the chat if you like Mondays. Most people don't, but I've always loved Mondays. I feel like this fresh beginning, it feels good. Let's get it started. What does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know at this time? What does the collective need to know? I'm used to doing live, so I get constant feedback about what's going on. You get used to that. It's so weird doing a video. It's a totally different format. Alright, guys. What is it? What is the energy today? Let's get to it. What is this energy? Okay. We got the Forbidden Forest. You are so brave to keep on going the way you do. Forbidden Forest. Bravery, persistence, redemption. But it's in the reverse. So you could be having to be brave, like for the Forbidden Forest, bravery, persistence, and redemption. Yeah, you can feel stuck in something at this time with it being in reverse. Or you're just realizing this about yourself. What's the next energy, Spirit? What is the next energy? Let's see. The Forbidden Forest in reverse. Okay. Something you've been feeling weak about. Something makes you feel weak. Maybe it's a person, a job. These are all in reverse. Jeez. Okay. Alright, we got the moon. Strangeness is actually your brilliance. The moon. Duality, hidden gem, secret power. Okay, so this is somebody realizing their gift. Just like I was talking about. This could be in acting. You could be wanting to start a podcast. Or you feel like you have a message. Or because you went through something. It's something like that. It has to base. It's like based in spirituality. Whether that's a 12-step program or if you're into like ancient mystic knowledge, like wisdom, like all these different kinds of aspects of spirituality. And tarot cards are just like one. Tarot cards is just one way to get messages from spirit, and we all have that channel. But it's about whether you work on it or not. So I think people do overlook their gifts more often than not because TV and all these other things that we are distracted by. So let's look at this. Okay, bravery, persistence, and redemption in the reverse. This also could have to do with cheating. Like, you're not gonna forgive that person that cheated on you and wants back in your life now because you're doing well now. And you're at it's like a crossroads, really. It's a decision you have to make. With it being in the reverse, to me, it's like there's a question here because it says, you are so brave, keep on going the way you do. Okay, that's good, but if that's in reverse, it's like it's almost like someone may be telling you could never, or this could have been a belief, like that's a subconscious belief. That's kind of like what I deal with you say this, you doubt yourself just because of like maybe the parents you had and how they raised you that really like. So I feel like it's something like that, if that makes sense to anybody. The Forbidden Forest. I feel like this is also like breaking free, like especially creatively. It's like you're entering your own new path. Like you're realizing you have gifts. The moon is about, okay, so yeah, it talks about your gifts. What if your strangeness is actually your brilliance? Exactly, like toning into exactly who you truly are, and what you've been overlooking as well, like what you've been avoiding, what are you not seeing, right? That's the point of it. Like for me doing tarot, I mean, maybe other people have other motives, whether it's to inform people, give advice. There's many different purposes for it, and just tarot reading. That's why there's all different kinds of sections, like love readings. This one is just a general reading, guys. This is for all signs, if you're wondering. All my readings are pretty much like that, because in my opinion, it's like, you can get specific, but it's almost more beautiful when it all just kind of comes out and it is somebody's story. If this is your story, you don't have to say it is. You could put confirmation in the chat or let me know some other way. Like a commenting in the video, that'd be awesome if you could do that. Okay, so let's look at this, the moon. Okay, if your strangeness is actually your brilliance, came out, the moon. What if your strangeness was actually your brilliance? Followed by the forbidden forest in reverse. This is like, I feel like you're breaking away from something. You're realizing your gifts, you're breaking away. And then lastly is energy. Call back your energy, it says. Power, aurora, and discipline. You're starting to take responsibility for yourself. As far as your emotional wellness, you could be seeing a therapist or that's a good something that there's talk therapy. I always found AA meetings to be a very good place to kind of work on your spiritual, like with the 12 steps. It's really like can be substituted with any topic though, because the first thing is to admit that you're powerless over alcohol. Without I think it's that you're powerless over alcohol without a higher powers. Yeah, I think it is admitting that you're powerless over your addiction. I think that first step is just admitting. But anyways, my point is, it doesn't have to just be for alcohol. A lot of times these hang-ups and things that we deal with are things about what we believe about ourselves. It's not even really about anybody else. Okay, so let's look into these with the tarot. Tarot. Holy Spirit, holy angels, please guide me for this reading. We have energy. Call back your energy. This is actually the second. I feel like somebody's leaving someone behind, or it could be anything when I say leave it behind. It could be an addiction. It could be a love story, or a love story gone bad, or something you have to get over that way, or something about your abandonment from parents, and there's so many things. So here we go with energy. What about this calling back your energy? Spirits reminding you to call back your energy? Yeah, with the Page of Cups in reverse. Somebody had a small offer for you. It's in reverse too. So it was like a false offer. This could be like somebody feeding off of your energy to try to build something for themselves. But it's like they're using love and emotions to do it. So it's almost like, it's like love bombing or whatever they call it. Yeah. That's how I would see it, love bombing. Okay, give me another card, Spirit, about this. Energy, calling back your energy. And then the Page of Cups reverse. What else? What else? The Wheel of Fortune. Somebody was trying to somebody was using you for money, but in the pretexts of a relationship or an offer they had for you, but it was a small offer and it was a fake offer as well. This person was a phony. With the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this, what I'm getting from this and this call back your energy, somebody was trying to manifest off of your greatness. Now a reader pointed this out the other day. It was Empress Eva, and she said something really good about calling back your energy. Oh, at some point you have to be accountable for the energy that you allow people to take from you, because it's not always and it's a really good bit of advice, especially if someone's just starting to work on their spiritual wellness or whatever, it could be in anything depending on what you believe that is. Some people say higher self, some people say higher power, some people the Holy Spirit, some people believe in God, it's everything, it's all that, but it's really just a self-evaluation, but based on principles that I think are really good. One is sometimes admitting that you don't have control over everybody, you can only control yourself. But with this call back your energy and then a Page of Cups, I feel like someone came to you with a small offer, they made it look big with the Wheel of Fortune. They try, but really, what I really read this as is you are the Wheel of Fortune. That's why you're calling back your energy, because you're going to manifest off of it. Because at this point, it looks like someone has tried to manifest off it for a fortune, whether that's some sort of fraud or something. Okay, so then we have the portal. The Forbidden Forest. It's like a portal. It looks like a magic mirror. And it says the Forbidden Forest, bravery, persistence, and redemption. I feel like this is something coming. If you totally abandon, I mean, you have to know this is happening. Someone's giving you a small offer, trying to. You can tell with these people who they are. Your intuition tells you, and we always just write it off like, oh, well, I just need to love more or love better, and it's like, no, you're the way you are, and if the right match comes, you'll connect with it. You know what I mean? You don't really have to go find love. Love finds you when you love yourself. So, okay, the Forbidden Forest, okay? Something about being brave, something like in reverse is just like telling me that you felt maybe vulnerable at this time. With the Justice, exactly, is regarding some sort of fortune, or maybe this is just even, maybe it's not, but it's it's like, it's a random act of a mystery, and sometimes this happens at like the perfect times, like synchronicity. And that's what you're doing when you call back your energy. I really did. That's really the main energy I'm picking up on. But with this like, you're feeling weak about something, and it has something to do with court. With the Justice card here, you could be a Libra. Okay, another card, please. What's another card, Spirit, for this? Oh, 2. Okay, wow, that's a lot. I'm gonna just take this. The Knight of Cups. Again, here we go. Another small offer, I feel like. But wait, with what? Justice? Yeah. Someone wants to settle out of court. I'm not kidding you. Somebody wants to settle out of court. They've been trying to manifest off of your energy. That's why they keep trying to put you in situations. This could be a situation you're dealing with, even the law, like maybe a driving ticket or something like that. But it also could be like a divorce. It could be... I don't think it's a divorce, because this is somebody with no... This is like... The thing is, you try to make the offer look big. And this is where I think people got deceived with this. That's why you're calling your energy back from people that lied about what their offer was to you. It could have been even in contract with your work. And you had to call back your energy to this energy. Because it literally was making you feel tired, irritable, having sleep problems, so on and so forth. But it's because of this case with the Knight of Cups. Okay, yeah, he's another one with a contract. It's about a contract. This is definitely about a contract. Someone's saying this about a contract. Yeah, this could be work. This might not be... I'm not really seeing like any opposing energy, but I'm assuming it's you guys, the collective. Like with this page, it's a small offer, but it's like disguised as a big offer with the wheel here about your energy. So, and that just tells me someone's like manifesting off your energy, or this is what you may believe. And if you believe something, it's definitely possible. But like, this was what the reader was saying. She was saying, but as you grow in your spirituality, I think she was saying that. Call back your energy. Oh yeah, I think she was saying how it only like spell work is only going to work on you if it's something that you need to address in your life. That's what she was saying. And it made so much sense, because it's like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? This is just my perception of all of this, and this just happens in like, I think synchronicity is all around us. So it never surprises me when other people, like one person will resonate with this, but there might be a handful of others that do as well. I just don't have enough like viewership to be able to determine that, but I'm pretty sure like these messages are they're supposed to help somebody. So here we go. There's this case going on, and then we have the moon. What if your strangeness actually was your brilliance? This tells me somebody was hiding the way that they were treating you. Straight up. That's what this gets me. Look at, she's like, the moon is like her dad or her parent. That's how I'm seeing this picture. Like, she's coming to the moon for wisdom. And it's telling her, what if your strength was actually your brilliance? Because she's there sitting, like, they're meditating, but, like, I feel like she's saying, like, she's asking for advice. You see what I'm saying? So, someone's asking for advice and to the universe, and the answer is your strengths are actually, or your strangeness is actually your brilliance. For some reason, I feel like this does have to do with somebody who is in like acting or any entertainment, and you're the one being filmed or something where you are the character. I feel like this message could be for you, and there's somebody like you, or this keeps happening in your life. This happened to me. This has happened to me. I really resonate with this as far as like a guy having being a small, a page. They're a page, and I don't know why I get this with this, but with the Wheel of Fortune here, and call back your energy. I feel like somebody has been manifesting off of you by putting you in certain scenarios where they can feed off of your energy, whether that be negative or positive. Either way, it could be like getting to you lately, like you're kind of reevaluating people that are in your life, stuff like that. But you do keep running into this. I resonate with that. And then with the Justice, I just feel like a lot of people owe you one. Yeah, with this, call back your energy. That means you've been giving out a lot and not really getting anything back. With this Page of Cups in reverse, that's a small offer. But then it's like you have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's a win, and I believe it's for you, but there is kind of somebody that's going to come in and like try to fool you. Like they could get you to the Wheel of Fortune easier. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they'll try to propose something that's like, what do they call it? Like when you get scammed, like scam. Yeah, just like a scam, or even like a catfish or whatever. It's like a catfish, but it's on like what they have. Like somebody's took your energy and literally told you that it's like you owe them one. That's what I'm getting with this. I don't know. What?
Very loud.
I know. But I'm almost done. Yeah, I'm almost done. Okay, sorry. Okay, so for the moon, let's see for the moon. What is this? Something about your gifts. The Two of Coins in reverse. Again, I get the whole thing about vanity again. Like, you could be in the spotlight. That's what I'm getting. Dude. Okay, the Five of Swords in reverse is not a bad thing. It's like coming out of something. The Two of Coins was in reverse, too. And this makes sense to me. But, like, you've been through something. You're having to make a choice about something. I mean, this could be about a home, but it's in reverse. Oh, it's the 5. No, it's about conflict. There's conflict over this, how you feel about yourself. But it's in reverse, so I feel like you're not. I feel like you're on the opposing path in a good way, on that one. Because this is fight. This guy always looks like he's high on drugs to me too, like really going through, like almost maybe homeless. I get that vibe, or intoxicated. And this in the moon. With this in reverse, it's like you're leaving this lifestyle behind of like strife and fighting a lot. Like conflict could have been a big thing, or this is what someone's hiding, and they're realizing that their strength is actually the thing that they've been trying to hide. With this too, not being able to find balance with who they believe they are, or what they, you know what I mean? Like, are they happy? Like, people live life and they're not happy. That's what I'm getting with this. Can I get another one? What's this? If you actually... Yeah, like you have... These are in reverse too. Is this whole deck in reverse? Oh yeah, it is. Alright, so the Queen of Cups. You could have like a narcissistic parent that raised you. The Magician in reverse. I think you're realizing that this was somebody's angle. The Hangman in reverse, somebody's stuck. And the Pope, and it's something about a belief system. What you believe. It's all about what you believe for sure, but you're realizing what your strengths are. Like I said in the beginning, about art and stuff. This has something maybe to do with an artist. That's what I'm saying. Like, or an actor, somebody that does creative work. And this could be about your livelihood, your business. But it is somebody, whether this is a business partner, but when it says call back your energy, that's a diva move, right? You're sitting in a bath, you're detoxifying, right? You're talking to the universe, and I feel like what the universe is saying is like there is somebody that is being low key sneaky. This is sneaky. But so pull back your energy from these people. That's easy message right there. And it has regarding justice and about this bravery, persistence, like something slowed down for you. It was a case that you've been in. And it's the Knight of Cups. He comes in with an offer, a contract. You may be getting something about this, like it's some sort of like thing that you've been dealing with. Maybe a lawsuit. Maybe it has to do with work. But this is literally like a love offer. But that's what it was. It was like a breakup. I don't know. But they all came out in reverse. I just think the thing was backwards. But either way, you read it how you feel it, right? Yeah, the 2 coins in reverse, that means you haven't felt like you've been able to balance things out regarding a fight. You know what I mean? With the Queen of Cups here, she was in reverse too, which it's with a stubborn person has an inability to have, like, that's why I said narcissist. Because Queen of Cups in reverse to me is either codependent. They like, part of their thing is like, and I don't know if they even they don't realize it, and that's the problem. You know, and I think it probably is like a spiritual illness. I think kind of everything is really, or like something going on, because I feel like when you're doing dangerous stuff or harmful things to yourself, there's a spiritual reason or a reason that you haven't healed in your life. That is why it keeps happening. And I see that with this relationship. Someone giving you a small offer that you need to retrieve your energy from. It could have relation to this, but I don't know. I think just somebody is in some sort of, it's probably a separate story. But somebody is definitely winning a case, or this is a good, this could be a decent offer. It's usually a proposal of like, they want to date you, they want to offer you something, is to be the most general about it. But with the Justice card, I feel like it's going to be their like, you're going to win a verdict, and they're going to have to do the right thing, is what I feel like is going on with that. The Pope here, though, there's a lot of stuff about your belief about who you are and your value. Because it's telling you, like, what if, because I feel like she's telling him, like, I don't fit in anywhere, she's not from this planet, or whatever it is, I don't know. Whatever her DNA is, but what I'm saying is she's, like, talking with the moon, and she's, like, kind of asking for advice, or saying, like, I don't know. And I don't want to live on the moon. No, I don't want to live on the moon. Yeah, she's just like, I feel like I don't fit in. I don't have any friends. Nobody likes me. Or people always like have something to say, but it's just that it's your gift. It's your gift that you don't believe about yourself yet. That's what I feel about this. Because with the whole Queen of Cups in reverse, I feel like that's a narcissistic mother. Honestly, or somebody who needs you to need them in order for you to be valuable to them, instead of it just being unconditional love. There's always going to be like a gripe or a complaint from a person like this. That's what I get from this, and this is like you feeling good about yourself. So I feel like this person had a pivotal role in your life as far as what you believe about yourself with the moon. I don't really feel like you're hiding, but maybe you are. You could be struggling with that too. About how to make a choice about how am I going to balance things out. It's in reverse, so it's like you're not, whatever you're doing isn't working when it comes to balancing things out financially. Or, yeah, it could be balanced in anything. In this case, it seems financial, like with this artist thing. But you could be any profession, to be honest. This could apply to anyone. 5 of Swords. In reverse, you don't want to fight anymore. You don't want to fight anymore about this particular person, the Queen. So older sibling, an aunt, an uncle who's very selfish in a lot of ways. And they always ask a lot of you, and you're just kind of like, aren't you my auntie or whatever? Like that kind of vibe. With the Hangman reverse, yeah, somebody wants you to stay stuck in a religion or in a belief system so that you don't manifest. Somebody may not agree with what you believe, and that's what it looks like to me. So anyways, let me get some advice. Spirit, what's the advice for the collective with the Wheel of Fortune in this page. I feel like I want to know more. Judgment came out again. We have justice and judgment. Someone stole your energy, and there's gonna be like spiritual repercussions for whoever did it. And people should kind of. And you have to hold. There's this one Bible verse that's like about holding every thought captive, and that's why. Because when you're manifesting, it's everything that you ingest. If it doesn't conform with what you're trying to, the belief that you're trying to change about yourself, which in this case is you're strange, but actually it's your brilliance. It's the realization of this with the judgment here. It's a realization, and it's like, yeah, and you're ready. This is like, to me, this is like, it's final. You already made this judgment call on these people. Anyways, what's the advice? So you made a judgment call. This energy hacker. The 3 of Wands. You're building something new with someone new or something. Yeah. Or you're yeah. The 3 of Wands is actually could be travel too. It's definitely movement. So keep moving, keep building what you're building. Like I always get the elves from what is it, Snow White. I always get and they're like miners. And they're working together. I think that's what that card really means though. It's like how you work with others. Or you have options, or people want to work with you is what this really is. Okay, so there's a judgment call you made on certain people, but other certain people want to work with you. The Queen of Coins in reverse. This could be somebody like trying to manipulate because they know something about your life that a lot of people don't know. Yeah, with the 8, yeah, just there's the truth. It just came out. Or it was just facing me. Let me see. Someone's name could be let's see, medieval. Okay, someone could like that, medieval. Major European American cities, including New York. Okay, blah, blah, blah. The artist illustrated several books. Yeah. What's his name? Scapini. I don't think any of your names is Scapini, but it could be somebody's name. Casa di Riparmano edition? I don't know what that means. I think that's just a place. Yeah, tarot is a book in which everything can be written. It's true. With 72 options of where a story could go. But that's this story. Any more advice? So people want to work with you, so keep that in mind. And this is under the justice. You could be in law enforcement or protective services or something like that. Or maybe it's even just like somebody that does like data analyzation or something. I don't know. I feel like you're smarter than but you are letting go of people that kind of like always need something from you. Dang, you could have a hot new romance coming though. That's what it looks like. So look, I don't know. I always think this is like, it's not a bad thing. That could be a good thing. The 5 of Cups is here. Okay, so that's oh my gosh. That's extreme disappointment. That's extreme disappointment. It's sadness. It's sadness. Like a loss happened, but so watch out for losses when it comes to giving away your to getting freaky, you know what I mean? This is like a whirlwind relationship where the guy just, maybe she's married, maybe he's, I don't know. It's one of those kind of romances. It's not the kind of romance I believe is spiritually healthy, but that's just me. But it looks like someone wants to come in and smooth you, but it's like to break your heart, or this is situation. There's like a warning with that right there. It's going to break your heart or something, or watch out for someone that they come in quick. Like a quick lover and saying they want to work with you. I don't know why I'm getting that. Because the Queen of Coins in reverse is what gives me that. This is a wealthy woman, but uses her riches for evil. That's what that is. So you can call it a sociopath. No, it's not a sociopath, though. It's the Queen of Coins in reverse is not a sociopath at all. They're very like I don't know. Maybe this is like a warning to watch, like for being too vain, or looks aren't everything. How you look on the outside, because it did fall under the moon. So it kind of gives me a vibe of you hiding who you really are, and it's like a financial burden for your future or for what the universe believes you're supposed to do in this world. Because it's your strangeness and it's actually your brilliance, which I think I really believe this is true for every single person on the planet. So what I'm saying is, in this scenario, it looks like maybe young trauma, regarding who you really, like, accepting things about yourself that people tried to change, religion, a woman who's narcissistic, in my opinion, under this moon card. And then this plops out with the Magician. Of course, they don't want you to build anything. And then this sadness came out. The Eight of Coins is right here. This could be like something you're manifesting, like where you can work from home. You could do something in media, even like I don't want to say multimedia, like, yeah, for like, what is it called, advertising or something like that, even for anything like that, in on the web. This could be on the web. You could make websites for people, or I don't know, I'm getting something like that. But working from home is here. This could be a change you need to make. With the Queen of Coins in reverse, it's a woman that's definitely struggling financially, but she has a big chip on her. Like, it's like a, what is it? Generational wealth or whatever, but like in reverse. So what I'm thinking, like, they're cutting them off, or your finances are not well for this feminine. I feel like this is a feminine, but a lot of masculine men in her life, and including a mother who was not very loving, was the reason for this not understanding that her strangeness is actually her brilliance. Because that is definitely something you have to teach your kids, that it's okay, like, it's okay to be who you are. Are you coming in?